Flying cars are actually so mind-blowing. Introduce the concept of a personal flying machine to a person sitting their third hour in LA traffic, and they will literally take out a second mortgage on their souls just to afford that shit. The concept of a flying car is a $1 trillion idea. So where are the sky highways? What the flip is going on here? Well, it's actually really simple. Just kidding. This stuff is wild. To begin, flying cars use a concept called lift. Not this lift either. Yep, that one. Lift is the invisible force pushing the kite up. As wind hits the kite, the air gets pushed down, which causes the kite to get pushed up. We also need to play by Bernoulli's principle. Imagine the side profile of a wing as wind is rushing by it. The lines represent airflow. Above the wing, the air gets pinched together. Contrary to what you would think, this doesn't actually increase air pressure. Being closer to one another, the air particles start to move faster. And according to Bernoulli's principle, faster moving air exerts less pressure than the slower moving air beneath the wing. This pressure difference creates an upward force, lift. Put some of these wings together, pop them on top of a metal cabin, spin them at 400 RPM, and you now have yourself a helicopter! Okay, cool, but why doesn't everyone just have a personal helicopter then? Well, some people think that we lack the infrastructure, helicopters have high fuel consumption, are expensive, and loud. But all of these claims are absolute malarkey. Lack of infrastructure? Have you heard of VTOLs? They are vertical takeoff and landing vehicles that don't need a runway. High fuel consumption? Fully electric and travel ranges get even the furthest commuters to work. Expensive? At the moment, yeah. A helicopter could set someone back by $500,000 easy peasy. But if we mass produce helicopters, they would be the same price as a car. Loud? Well, some flying vehicles make even less noise than sedans do. Boom! Okay, so we solved flying cars. Are we a trillionaire now? No. We actually have some more serious problems to deal with, like human safety, autonomous flight, and hackers. Okay, human safety. In a flying cabin, hundreds of feet in the sky, airbags are as useless as a freezer in Antarctica. We need a way for someone to safely land in an emergency situation. So what about an emergency parachute system? Well, VTOLs can't have parachute ejection systems because rotor blades are basically blenders. The negative air pressure from the rotor blades would pull the parachute into the rotors and just slice everything up. We could solve this by making sure the vehicle could safely glide to a landing zone without any use of engines. Kind of like a flying squirrel, but with fewer nuts and more humans on board. Autonomous flights. Road rage is bad. If we bring cars into the sky, strictly autonomous flight is a no-brainer. But it would require billions of investment dollars, a superbly trained AI model, and some type of universal language for communication between vehicles, because flying cars don't play bumper. Okay, so autonomous flight and human safety are handled. We now have the final boss of our problems, hackers. Almost everything can and will be hacked at some point. And since flying cars will rely on a redundant and always active cloud-based system for navigation and communication, they become prime targets for cyber criminals. If a hacker could break into a flight control system, they could coordinate deathly citywide attacks. So what can we do about that? End-to-end encryption is a great start. But we want something even better. We want a closed-circuit, AI-powered anomaly detection algorithm that autonomously detects weird, out-of-the-ordinary behavior, like a hacker trying to divert the vehicle to a suspicious location. If something sketchy is going on, the car would go into a safe mode, cutting off all external controls and guiding itself to the nearest safe landing spot. So yes, that basically sums up my flying car salesman speech. You're welcome. Oh, that's going to cost you 1 subscribe, and let me just flip this bad boy around. Tips in the form of likes are appreciated.